Hi, I'm Chris Wharton. Welcome to the Venture Cats Patreon page. I'm an illustrator and comic book artist, and I love to tell stories that are full of humor, fantasy, and fun. I grew up in the 1980s and 90s watching tons of cartoons like DuckTales and Tom and Jerry. Anything Disney and Warner Brothers drew me like a moth to the flame. I watched every movie from Disney and Don Bluth that I could, and read tons of comic strips like Garfield, Peanuts, and Calvin and Hobbes. Later I got into manga and anime, and absolutely love mangas like Dragon Ball and Rumiko Takahashi's Ranma Half, and Hayao Miyazaki's Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away. I fell in love with all of these stories because they were full of vibrant, adventurous, mischievous characters, and every day they all inspired me to try to make cartoons of my very own. My art style and story sensibilities are really a product of all of my inspirations. I draw characters that are fun and kid-friendly, and when my artwork is colored, it tends to look a lot like an animation cell taken straight from one of my favorite 2D animated movies or TV shows. This Patreon was created to help fund the making of the Venture Cats graphic novel series, which has been a passion project of mine for about 2 years now. Venture Cats is about a group of cats who are playing a tabletop role-playing game called Catadoon that's sort of like Dungeons & Dragons. It's really 2 stories in one, since you get to follow the cats as they sit around a table and play this game, and talk smack with each other. But you also get to see the adventure from their character's point of view. Each of the cats have their own personalities and problems, people that they want to become, and flaws that they need to overcome. Being able to play this game is an escape from the real world for them, and a chance to live out a fantasy where they can play a character that reflects aspects of who they want to be, and showcases their own monsters and inner demons. By supporting this Patreon, you're really supporting the making of this project. The script for Book 1, which was written by the amazing Gabriel Dunstan, is completely finished, and I spend every scrap of my spare time making the artwork for it and imagining scenarios for follow-up books. I really hope to make this series, and maybe down the line, have it turned into an animated TV show, just like all the ones that inspired me as a kid. When you back the Venture Cats Patreon, you get immediate access to the patron-only blog posts. I post weekly webcomic-style updates with comic pages in the making, dialogue transcriptions, and other behind-the-scenes stuff, like character designs and illustrations. You also get access to the Venture Cats Discord, where you can chat with me and the rest of the community, for those of you who like a bit more everyday participation. Thank you so much for checking out the Venture Cats Patreon. If you would like to become a supporter of me and my passion project, that would be amazing. Please check out the different tiers available for support in the About section below. Oh, and spreading the word about this project really helps, so please share on social media and don't be a stranger.